else do you do when you've just had one of those days? I don't know what you do, but whenever I get the chance, I just want to jump on my bike. And you know what, guys, I've not done this for a while. I think my last couple of videos you've not seen, in fact the one that you would have seen before this one, that was at an event and I took my chopper, didn't motovlog on that. And the one before that was in the garage, just going over a story I wanted to share about one of my vests that I own. So if you haven't seen those two videos, I'll link them and go and have a look. The vest video is very interesting, to be honest with you. So anyway, let's get back to point. I've had one of those days where you just want to get your laptop and throw it out the window. I must have uploaded my last video probably, and this is no word of a lie, 7 times. 7 times. Now, the reason for that was because the event that I went to, it just had music everywhere, in the dealership, outside the dealership, on people's bikes, and of course, you know, we live in Miami, so everything was like really loud. You know what it's like. So yeah, I had to edit most of it out. And then what I did, I made a mistake. Instead of deleting the audio, the original audio, like the tracks, the music, what I ended up doing is I just lowered it. And apparently YouTube can still pick that up as a copyright. So even though I didn't get a strike, it was giving me the option to keep it up or take it down and put up with whatever was what like the consequence was gonna be. So I took it down and re-uploaded, and I kept re-uploading. Anyway, let's just get to the point. I figured it out in the end. I knew what it was, and now you've seen it, and that's why there's so much talking over it, you know, music overlays and stuff like that, because it was just too noisy. So at least I've learnt my lesson there. But what I wanted to jump on and speak to you about also was basically, in a nutshell, not giving up. So I had the opportunity, ooh, did you see those apes? They were kind of high. I've had the opportunity to speak to a very well-known and successful YouTuber, and I'm not going to mention their name because I'm not sure whether they want me to anyway, but what I am going to tell you is this person is the real deal, right? Because I've reached out to a few people, and you know when you get that feeling back that they just don't really want to help you because they're too busy probably just organising their own stuff. So I felt lost in the YouTube world, to be honest with you, and I took a long break, as you guys know, and then I came back, and you know, it does make you feel a certain way when your videos don't get pushed out, or you don't get the views, or you don't get the interaction from the viewers. You know, you do start to think, oh, you know, are my videos like really bad? Are they rubbish? Why should I be doing this? All of that goes through your mind. I really was at a point where I'm like, why am I even actually doing this in the first place, right? Now, I started my YouTube channel, I've told you before, because I used to love watching her two wheels, and I love watching her do all of her camping trips and stuff like that. And I thought, you know what, I've been a stay-at-home mum for a long time. I'm a very traditional mum, even though you might not think it. Very traditional wife. I believe we're called trad wives, and I don't mind that label. Anyway, and I thought to myself, I love motorcycles, I have plenty, and you know, everything apart from the weekend course that I did, I've actually learned all of it myself just by taking myself out. So I thought, you know, maybe I've got some things to share. Basically, I think what I'm trying to explain to you is, after having the talk to this particular amazing human being, this YouTuber, and then seeing a few posts on my Instagram this morning, it really gave me the push to keep going with the videos. Most people might think, well, you know, what's it? Why are you doing it? Is it really worth it? It is worth it. And let me tell you why it's worth it. It's worth it because it keeps your brain ticking over. It's worth it because it's something that you're interested in. You do get some comments that are really amazing comments where, you know, you might have inspired somebody to buy a bike, get on their bike. So to me, it's just so worth it. What has got to me in the past is, you know, not really knowing who to ask for advice, not really knowing who to turn to or how to navigate YouTube. And I think really one thing I took from the conversation I had with this person is to make each video a little better each time. Each category, whether it's the thumbnail, whether it's the title, whether it's the audio, the editing, you know, so many things to work on. So I think what I'm trying to say to you is, if you're having a bad day, kind of take a step back and really think about, is it just frustration? Is it, you know, your self-esteem that's been knocked like mine has? You know, my views are not quite there, and you know, you start to tell yourself all of those little lies that you're not good enough and blah, 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 and all of that nonsense. If it wasn't for these few amazing people that I have reached out to and that have reached out to me, I'm not sure whether I would carry it on. So, I'm taking myself off. Ooh, so good. I'm taking myself off to the gym now because I always feel better after I have moved, and it's normally dynamic movement that helps me to feel better. It doesn't necessarily mean weightlifting. I don't do a lot of that, and I should do more of it, but even if I take a yoga class, the dynamic movement makes me feel amazing. My Ashtanga practice, my power vinyasa class that I take at the gym, anything like that, it kind of really rebalances me. So yeah, I just want to share that. Don't give up, guys. Just don't give up on anything. You know, it doesn't matter whether it's YouTube, whether it's learning to play a guitar, whether it's singing, anything that you're interested in. Oh my god, is that a copper? No. Anything that you're interested in, just don't give up, because I think it's when you go through the struggles and those hard times where you're asking yourself all of the questions, you know, our minds are playing tricks on us. I think it's then, they're the times that you actually need to push through. Because let me tell you, oh my god, it's every set of lights. I wanted to come this way so I could have a quick ride, but then there's police there, so I can't exactly speed. This is like a 30-mile-an-hour zone. Anyway, gives me more time to talk to you guys. So yeah, I just think when you are going through the difficult times, and I'm not talking about, you know, life-changing times, because I really don't like to listen to people that speak like that. Oh, do A, B and C, and it doesn't matter what you're going through, it's going to change your life. No, it doesn't. And I'm a yoga teacher, and you know, at the end of the day, I have quite a lot of tools in my yoga toolbox that I can pull out as and when I need if I ever suffer with anxiety or just stressful moments. But all of those things don't always fix everything. So don't listen to the nonsense, yeah? Just kind of take a little bit of everything, from each thing, from everywhere. Take what you need and just leave the rest, because to be honest with you, there's just so much noise out there. We don't know what to eat anymore, we don't know how to be, we don't know what we should be saying, you know, we don't know how we should look. It's all nonsense. Take yourself away from the noise. Give yourself some space, just take a step back and you'll figure it out. So clear your social media up, guys. Don't be scared to try new things on social media, because at the end of the day, let's get real, it's not paying my bills. It's absolutely not paying my bills. And if you're a small creator or you want to start, I'm damn sure it's not paying your bills right now, you know? So go out there, enjoy, do what you want to do, and don't give up. And on that note, I'll see you in a bit. Oh, come on. My god, we can stay at these lights for like 10 minutes. I'm about to enter a car park, and apparently motorcycles are not allowed. So let's see what they're going to say to me now. And I've never been to the gym where I've come on my motorcycle. Not in here anyway, not this one. So let's see how far I get. Hopefully, because the pipes, I don't have loud pipes, they're not going to hear anything, because in here, oh god. Woo! In here, trust me, they are on you all the time as far as parking goes, you know, paying for your parking and stuff like that. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see if that little truck that goes around spots me. Well, it's looking busy. There's really nice restaurants in here actually, and that's why the car park is probably really busy. And not just nice restaurants, but very good shops. Actually, I think I'm going to park it right here. Woo! Perfect. Well, that was a nice ride. I'm going to go in and hit some weights now. I'll take you in with me actually, you can see the gym. I've heard people say that the effort for the gym is in actually getting yourself there in the first place. And if I'm to be honest, this is me. I practice yoga most days. I'm a yoga teacher, I think you know that. But for me, I think it's really important to not just be flexible as we age, but to also work on our strength. So as you can see here, I'm doing a whole heap of different exercises, and I actually did more. This is just a few that I videoed for you guys. But on this particular day, it wasn't because I wanted my muscles pumping or my stomach tighter. I had driven myself mad trying to figure out one of my YouTube videos, and the amount of work that I put into it. I published it, I thought it was going to be great, and then of course I didn't get the views, I didn't get the response that I had hoped for. So you start to tell yourself all of those negative things about, oh, you know, I'm not good, I shouldn't do this, and then before you know it, you can spiral all the way down. So for me, I really needed to get on my bike, get to the gym, move my body, because everybody knows it releases endorphins, and if you don't just sit on the machines and you do the work properly, it helps with sleep as well. But on this day, I just needed a mental boost. My helmet's still where I left it. That's a plus. Right guys, let me spin you around. So, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, you know, this is just a quick one, just to come on. I felt really inspired by a lot of the kind people that have offered to help me out, and they don't want anything for it, you know, there's no charge, there's no this, there's no that. I think that's amazing in this day and age. So many people are like on such their high horse where they think, you know, they're just basically too good to help people and they just want money all the time. I'm not that person. You know, if I can help somebody, I will do. So I'm gonna get home now. This was just a quick video because by the time you see this video, I'm going to be home, but I'm flying out tomorrow, or I would have been flying out the day after this video to at Jess Rips and Russ Rips. I know Jess Rips is on Instagram and she's also on YouTube. I'm not sure whether she's there fully yet, but I'm going out to their wedding and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm home safe and sound. I haven't got my mic on, so I hope you can hear me properly. Like I said before, get out there, enjoy yourself, keep going, you know, and we all have our tough times with lots of different things, but we've just got to keep moving forward. And there's nothing like a night ride to completely make you feel better. So please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you on the next one. Take care guys, bye!